Right. This is probably a work of fiction, inspired by historical events and characters. Oh god. Epilepsy precautions, so don't watch this if you have epilepsy. His eyes, man. Here we go. Do you really have epilepsy, Duke? Oh. Oh god. Oh, you actually do? Holy crap. Subtitles on by default. Thank you. You like to shake things up. Graphics maximum. Beautiful. Right. Well, I hope that, like, this doesn't trigger anything for you. New game. France. Paris. December 10th, 1792. That's a long time ago. Ow.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk.
Ugh.
You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Ow.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours.
Ooh.
You'll see.
Dissolve.
It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Let's trust Mom.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Right, unlocked. Trusting. Oh, she just grabbed a gun. That's cool.
done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
It's true.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
One month later, January 20th, 1793. Lord Mortimer's Island, off the coast of England. Oops. A game by Big Bad Wolf Studios.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchart's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go.
What is she wearing?
World-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer, and now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
Episode 1, The Mad Ones.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. And
What is she wearing?
It's time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Business with Lord Mortimer.
Asked me to join him.
Mm-hmm.
We have some business to take care of.
Oh, how mysterious. You adapt quickly, my son. You get along here like a fish in water. Would you believe that we are all here hoping to solve our personal issues? You'll see.
Right. I doubt that you came here to look for your mother, Your Eminence.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
Turn the question back to the Duchess, or absolutely?
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment. Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Oh, there's the epilepsy trigger. Don't look, Duke. Why are we shaking? What's wrong with us?
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
Oh God.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah. No one's going to find it.
What?
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
I don't even
That
think
is
they
the
like
point,
had
my
dresses
dear.
like that in the
No one has to put
1700s.
their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah, don't! No. No! You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay for that.
Oh God.
Hugh.
Louis, are you alright? What's going on?
Oh, you gonna die.
Take this.
You and your half dress.
Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find your mother.
Okay, I gotta see this clip that you clipped, Mystic.
Do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. And
What is she wearing?
it's time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits you.
My face. Oh God. Resume. Use WASD to move. Is there anything like on the dock for me to look at or pick up? Why am I so slow?
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Choose your class. We have classes? What? Diplomat? Occultist? Or detective? I definitely don't want diplomat because that's boring. Oh man, do we want occultist or detective? Huh. The occultist is a master of deception. Convinced of the importance of knowledge, he has acquired extensive expertise in science and the arts. Using others to achieve his own ends does not bother him. The detective excels in investigation. He is trained to notice every detail in his surroundings, as well as in people he questions. A hands-on man, he does not shy away from the direct approach. I'm gonna go with the occultist. Yeah. Do I have any skill points? I have 3 skill points. Okay. You know. Science level 1, be up to date on scientific knowledge and medical techniques. Occultism. Rely on your knowledge of myths, occult, and religious symbols, as well as ancient languages and secret societies. Oh, taking these unlocks dialogue options and actions. Stuff that you wouldn't normally be able to do. Manipulation. Get people to act in your own interest. That sounds pretty useful, actually. What's that? Oh, your past granted you 1 skill point in manipulation and 1 skill point in psychology. I guess that intro scene where we chose to trust Mother. I think subterfuge is going to be really useful. Oh, okay, so you actually have to, let's do... We'll do subterfuge. Yeah.
I have been involved in all sorts of unsolved cases.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever heard of the Abbey of Hexham?
Vaguely.
An ingenious scam involving mass manipulation on a scale never seen.
There was a cavern under the abbey, wasn't there?
Exactly. The wind would blow in through spouts, creating a terrifying howling sound. So, to stop the howling, the priests called for offerings from the peasants.
And if they brought enough money, I'm guessing the priests stopped the howling. A perfect trick to fool simple souls.
Admit it, Duchess. That story kept you in suspense, didn't it?
Yes, it did. I'm delighted to find out that you were the young and brilliant French investigator.
For someone who only remembers the case vaguely, your memories are very clear.
Yeah, and she
Okay,
was
I have
like,
to know
vaguely.
these people.
And then she was like, oh, this and this and this happened.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Not at all, so lie to her. Not at all sorry.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Or your,
I must say, you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
opportunities. Your skills allow you to discover hidden details. Select the object that is most suggestive of the situation in order to discover them. Opportunities do not consume effort points. What are effort points? To access the skill required for the situation, you just need to have unlocked it.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personality. Each person you meet on the island has their own personality, which makes them vulnerable to certain skills and immune to others. Exploiting their personality is crucial to achieve your personal goals. Skills used against immunities will not succeed and leave you exhausted. Meanwhile, exploited vulnerabilities will give you 1 effort point back. Review immunities and vulnerabilities in the Journal tab in the menu. Immunity revealed, vulnerability revealed. Push enter to access your menu pages.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
So Emily is immune to logic.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily. but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talents. You obtain talents when carrying out certain actions. Remember to review their unlock conditions and effects, as they offer very interesting improvements. Review all talents in the dedicated tab in the menu. Oh, I can run now. What's this? A royal jelly. Restores 2 effort points. You cannot carry more than 5. Now I can pick things up. Well, let's take a look around the dock. Oh, I guess that's all that's here. Is there anything in the boat? No. An invisible wall.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richer.
Monsieur de Richer. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richer's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Where's Lord Mortimer? What do you know about my mother?
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
What do you mean?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Skills. Your skills give you access to unique choices and actions at the cost of effort points. The higher your skill level, the lower the cost is in effort points. Browse your skills by using the character tab in the menu. I can't do that.
Did anyone see anything else?
Unfortunately not, sir. Only lights were seen by servants of the manor, sir. And as I was saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richer. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Give me the handkerchief. You will kindly give me the handkerchief. It costs no effort points.
Pass me the handkerchief.
But sir, my orders were to give it to my master.
Are you refusing to give me my own mother's personal belongings? Even though she was greatly looking forward to meeting your master, she's gone missing. And you seem incapable of finding her.
Oh, sir.
I'm a dick.
Top it all off. You refuse to give me the handkerchief that she so often let me use? Do I deserve such little consideration in your eyes? Is that what you wish me to report to your master?
No, certainly not, sir. Please forgive me, sir. I have been such an idiot. Here you are.
So the servants are vulnerable to manipulation. That's good.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf?
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away.
more royal jelly.
Just might belong to Duchess. Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. A lantern. Nothing special. Let's see what's hidden inside.
Examine the letters one at a time.
Let's look.
To Master Carl Corley, to Master R. Galbraith. The envelope has ideograms on it.
A letter written in an Oriental language.
I don't know the language.
I haven't the slightest idea what it says. Address is 50 Bedford Square, London.
Then what's it doing here?
It's too badly written, I can't make out the address. The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil. That reminds me, it's about time the Order sent some envoys there.
Oh my goodness.
An address in Cairo, Egypt. Mortimer communicates with the whole world, apparently. This envelope is meant for the Vatican.
I know this name.
Apparently this letter is meant for Pope Pius VI, born Giovanni Braschi. I wonder which one of these people is influential enough to write to the Pope in person.
Probably the guy that we were just talking to. He's probably like a bishop or something.
Probably a Dutchman.
Oh, that costs 2 effort points, but I have royal jelly.
Dauchois. Mother, you test me even when you're not here. It's an anagram of Louis Moras de Riche. You wanted to write to me then. Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richer.
what is your game here, Mother?
What?
What are these strange turns of phrase? Never heard you speak like that. What's going on here? That you write to me under a pen name, okay. But here you go even further, by trying to avoid raising any suspicions should anyone else read it. I wonder if this Godoy is the person you came looking for. Think! Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Can't
I'm
remember.
guessing he's a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put a face to him. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
We'll look for more clues. That's the map. Inventory. Oh, what's this? The Archdiocese of Magic. Gives 1 skill point in occultism. Can I use that? Um. Biagi Giuseppe. Oh, he's a cardinal. Yeah, he's probably the one writing to the Pope. I do not appreciate those masks, like, at all. They creep me out, like, a lot. Great. Charismatic presence. You gain 1 skill point in manipulation. Hey, Gilly! Hi! Oh, yep, because I trusted my mother. I've always been charismatic. I trusted my mother, and I chose the occult class. Hey, Taddy! And DJ Terrence. Go this way. What's over here?
A wooden floorboard.
Examine.
Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed.
I hate that it's given me like all of these skill things right at the beginning. Yup, the council. I just bought it on sale on Steam. It was like 10 something. Open.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Oh, I can pick it. It takes 3 effort points though. Oh god, I really want to. Yeah, alright. I've got 2 royal jellies. So.
There we are.
Oh god. Hope this wasn't for nothing.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels.
Examine.
Huh. What have we here? It's cannon powder.
Examine.
The powder's wet. Not surprising, given the dampness of the dock. It's unusable now. I don't know what the person who left this barrel like this had in mind, but it's a waste.
He's so judgmental about this person who wasted cannon powder. Oh, good. A royal jelly to replace the one that I just used.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the gun that she had in the vision.
It's telling me anything useful. Apparently, someone on this island has gone through a whole lot of trouble to arm themselves. I really must find you, dear Mother, and quickly too.
Well. Telltale type game, but with more gameplay. Yep. Judging someone for wasting cannon powder, but he's wearing hose. It's the 1700s, Taddy. Everyone wore hose. You should see this chick's dress. Like, the Duchess.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Magic. The same way the Duchess's dress stays on. Magic. Sheer force of will. Oh god, my game just crashed. It is a hoop skirt, but I'm talking more about like the top of it. Continue. You'll appreciate it. She's got huge tracts of land. Huge.
Impressive.
There she is.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontations. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. Each confrontation displays an interface showing how much the person you are talking to is convinced. She puts in rubber cement before she puts it on. Probably.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Yes, she's been here for several weeks now.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow, then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
We're members of the Golden Order, professional secret. Sorry, our business is confidential. Oh God. I guess I'll just say that.
My mother
'cause-
and I belong to the same secret organization, the Golden Order, which I joined a few years ago. Mother trained me, and I assist in her research. In other words, you can trust me.
My child, you are telling a perfect stranger that you and your mother work for a secret society.
I thought he
It
worked
would
for him
seem that
too.
Discretion is not one of your specialities, my son.
Whoops.
You will understand that it does not encourage me to put my trust in you.
Shit. All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt
That old
with her
guy
in
looks like a
person,
turtle.
and that has always
Yeah,
been
he
successful.
does.
Do you think I should give it to you?
Pretend I don't want it.
Look, you seem hesitant. The simplest thing to do is just to give it to her when you see her.
I don't
After
want
all,
it.
It's not that urgent.
Yes. I mean, yes, it's urgent. I mean, what if we don't find each other here on the island?
Though I don't know yet when I'll be leaving. I might not be staying for very long. What to do? Can you see a solution? Come on. Just give me the letter, for crying out loud.
I cannot run the risk alone. I am going to trust you. You seem like an honest man.
Bingo.
Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
Confrontation last step. For the last step of a confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to by giving a positive answer. If you give a bad answer, the step will repeat itself until either you give a right answer or you have no blunders left. Okay, no
I
worries.
swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret.
Trait unlocked. Reliable.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
Oh.
She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she doesn't share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her. That time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Hidden elements. Many clues and items are hidden. Some of them will have an impact on your adventure, so do not hesitate to look for them. Yeah! I got the letter. Ooh, what's this?
Blind Oedipus. Blinded himself. What a tragic destiny.
Devil's Thorn. Devil's Thorn grants you the Exalted State. You temporarily see the immunities and vulnerabilities affecting a dialogue choice in a conversation. You cannot carry more than 5.
A Devil's Thorn. To be used to uncover the best disguised traits. I've just arrived. It might be bad manners to go upstairs without being invited. Saturn devouring his son. Good God, how
Nom nom.
everything in this painting is disturbing.
Nom 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 nom.
It's the first time I've seen brushstrokes like this.
Alright, Taddy. Have a good night. I love you.
Crucifixion of St. Peter. He was crucified upside down, out of humility. Surprising for an entrance hall. Lives of the Noble Greeks.
Night, Gilly.
By Plutarch. A biography of the great men.
Flip through it.
Opened Brutus's page. Caesar, stabbed by multiple blows at once, sees Brutus raise the dagger on him. Then, covering his head with his robe, he delivers himself to the arms of the conspirators. Nice family. Let's keep it. Might come in handy someday.
Did we just put that giant book in our coat? Manuscripts allow you to educate yourself during the adventure. At the start of each quest, you can choose what to read and gain permanent skill points. Find your manuscripts by using the inventory tab in the menu.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Why is he bragging about the size of his
Since I'm on
chimney?
the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us.
Wait a second.
Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington.
George
President
Washington?
of the United States of America. Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you forgive my indiscretion?
We were talking about my mother.
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
She's gone missing or invent something.
Lord Mortimer asked me
He's
to
gone
drop
missing.
everything and come find my mother, who seems to have disappeared during her stay here.
Ah,
I took the first boat, and here I am.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be, sir. It's not your fault.
Seriously, though,
Or is it?
I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Okay.
Good Lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case
Ugh.
delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small
Pennywise's
hall.
father.
For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
If you don't mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Mm-hmm. We'll stay and listen to Washington. We said we would.
Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
Louis, thank you for staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Tell me about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother from? Tell me about Mortimer.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the head of the Order in France. It doesn't surprise me that he asked her to come.
Lord Mortimer greatly contributed to finance.
She looks like Emma Watson with two old biddies.
But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
How did he come to know her? When did he see her last? I mean, obviously they know each other through the Golden Order, so
When
that's
did you last
silly
see
to
her?
ask.
Philadelphia, 15 years ago.
Italy?
Sarah often went back and forth between France and the United States.
Yes, I remember those days. I didn't see her too often. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Mysteries that surround us, the Golden Order,
When
perhaps?
she came to the U.S., did you exchange ideas about the Golden Order?
Exactly. What's more, she was essential in helping set up the American branch of the Order. I would never have become its leader without her help. We are a new country. And to achieve our democratic ideals, we need to count on discrete powers such as our organization.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer. At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Do the others in the Order know, do you think? And what if Mother has left the island? I don't think she's left.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Whoa.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
The statue is impressive, and so are the paintings. Rubens, the Caravage, Guignero. Lord Mortimer has very good taste, and the means to express it.
Oh, I see our young sir is a connoisseur.
Yes, in my spare time. Yet, I couldn't tell you who the artist of that painting there is. I think I recognize a theme, but the style intrigues me.
Saturn devouring his son. Oh, well, you wouldn't know. And the artist is none other than Lord Mortimer.
Oh.
I thought for a long time that the painting wasn't finished, but my old friend assured me it was. Still, there's no accounting for taste.
Not very conventional, but it sure does hold your attention.
You'll find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Miss Adams is here to rest.
Opportunity
You're
missed.
perhaps already
Psychology
come
skill
across her in the
required.
corridor. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late.
God damn it.
Exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
End of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow. Oh man, it's been quite a day.
Yep. See you and your Zooms tomorrow.
Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Yeah, we're not going to bed just yet. We're gonna explore. This Napoleon Bonaparte.
Sir Napoleon Bonaparte. Sir Jacques Perreux.
So like 5 minutes when you accidentally end up in her room. Accidentally. She's the married lady, Duke.
She leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Golden elixir cures all your negative alterations. You cannot carry more than 5.
Decorum guide.
Game is scolding me. It says go to your room. He's only gonna see those tickle bitties once. Can't go up there. But I wanna. I wonder whose room that is.
Monsieur Johann von Wollner.
Risk it for the biscuit. My god. Not that room.
President George Washington.
God, this place is huge.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Eminence Cardinal Piaggi. Huh, that's me.
Monsieur Louis de Richet. I'll run down here and make sure there's nothing to look at.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Oh. I know that name. Okay, we just went in a big loop.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Piaggi's trust. What should I do?
We're definitely gonna... Oh, we can't... I guess we'll leave the letter closed.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Piaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway.
That goes outside.
Inferno by Dante.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Lovely lectures Mortimer is giving to his guests. Very jolly. Golden elixir.
Carmelite water gives you the focused state. Your next skill use will cost no effort. You cannot carry more than 5.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices. Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son. Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes. The conversion of St. Paul by Caravaggio. It's incredible. It doesn't look like a copy, but I was sure the original was in Rome.
Oh, we're not going to bed yet, are we? I guess we are. Oh, I didn't find all the clues about Mother on the docks. I didn't pick up the book on the quay. Could have joined Sir Holm in the small salon. Could have made an unexpected encounter. I guess we did okay. Ooh, that XP! And we got 4 skill points. And do science. Equipping manuscripts. Here you can choose what to read during the adventure. Each manuscript you read confers skill points at the end of the quest. Can't do that yet. Well, I only have 3, so I guess 1 point in etiquette, 1 point. Oh. Occultism or conviction. We'll do occultism. What the heck? Oh god.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of de Richet's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss.
A nose.
Don't
Wow,
worry. Our
rude.
games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
He just threw a tantrum.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
Oh god. Oh, that was cool. That was actually really cool.
I'm coming.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm coming. I was asleep, you know.
Inferno by Dante. Abandon hope, all ye who enter here.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
No.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to meet you. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Yes.
Elizabeth Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so.
Okay.
Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Washington could be a potential ally, and it's weird about that girl.
Count on me,
so.
sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She must not return to her room.
Trust
Gotcha.
According to Washington, Lady Adams is in the small salon. I better hurry. Louis, you're straying from your objective.
Oh, oops. I go the wrong way. Hi, Scooter. Yeah, hi. What? What are you doing?
My son. Oh, you are a godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Well, I'm supposed to go in there anyway. I'm going in.
I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake up the whole manor, please.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Who do you think you are?
Multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut how to behave.
Little what now?
Huh? I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do?
Oh, God. We're gonna step in.
Let her go! Huh? Stay out of it, boy!
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy. If you think you can side with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
Remind him where he is.
You're not back in your slum now. You're in Lord Mortimer's home. I suggest you think carefully about what you're going to do.
Don't think you're getting away with it that easily. I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
There's nothing better than a wise
I believe
word.
in man. From speech comes dialogue. From dialogue, peace is born. And from peace, great destinies flourish.
What the fuck are you talking about? I get the feeling you're trying to put one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Disconcerted. Someone threw you off balance. The cost of effort points increases when using your skills. Use a golden elixir to cure yourself. Make him
Think
doubt.
about it. You know your head will roll tomorrow if you shoot.
Wanna bet?
Sure do.
I'm not in the habit of beating Lord Mortimer's guest in his own salon. You got off easy this time, but don't try it again.
Ooh, we got a free skill up in psychology. Okay. Okay, the golden elixir is number 2.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing. Huh. She was so frightened she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia.
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
I don't have a key. Let's do... I know I'm not supposed to, like, unlock everything I see because that'll, like, exhaust my points. Oh, shit.
All right. I've retrieved everything.
Uh-oh.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes? I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Sorry. Damn it. I suck. Oh. That is to sit on the couch. Yeah, that cake looks good. I actually need to go this way to go back to bed.
That's not the right way.
Oh, it's not? I really do suck. Oh wait, yeah, because this is Emily's room. So our room is down here. Yeah.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Problem solved.
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do.
Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem.
Oh my god.
I wanted to speak to you about something important.
Okay.
Do you still have my letter on you? The one
Yeah.
I gave you in the hall?
For
Why
sure.
do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you, my son.
Didn't even open it.
Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
Good thing I didn't open that letter, huh? Jesus. Reliable. Gain 1 point in manipulation. Gentleman. Gain 1 point in conviction. Faithful. Gain 1 point in etiquette. So I guess I have to, like, in between chapters is the only time that I can spend my skill points.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed. I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here right before me, you never know. And Mortimer had better show up.
Ugh. I did not detain Lady Adams. I could have found out something about my mother's past. I could have listened to what Mr. Washington wanted to say about my mother. I could have found out more about the men of my vision. I could have found out more about plans involving myself. I could have had a remarkable encounter. Well, shit.
Alright, in my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
You are next reading conviction or etiquette. I already have a point in conviction, so do that. Further my conviction.
Writing material.
Mm-hmm. Leave.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases. Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better. Devil's Thorn. The torture of Ixion, condemned by the gods to lose his mind because of his arrogance.
Huh.
The incredulity of St. Thomas. Why is Caravaggio representing St. Thomas putting his finger in the wound? Thomas looks on but doesn't touch.
Gross. He's poking at it.
Last Judgment. Why do I always get the most terrifying room? Inspiration of St. Matthew, or Matthew writing his gospel, dictated to him by voices.
Why is there like a small piece of that painting right there? Like it's just his legs. Look. It's just his legs. I don't get it.
Look, markings on the floor.
Ooh.
Just a bit worn out. I was hoping to find something leading to a secret passage.
That'd be cool.
This bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round.
Was it upside down?
A Voyage Around the World. The travelogue of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Ooh, maybe there's a hidden message.
It's just too much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother?
Found it. A faint sign of the Order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room.
Oh, vigilance locked.
I'm not far from solving the puzzle. I must keep searching.
Let's see. Anything on this bookshelf? Ew.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
Use the key. What's that rock? Is that amber?
Effects of Sœur de Richer. To be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
Amber fragments. You just found an amber fragment. Each time you pick up 4 of them, you increase your maximum effort points by 1. Oh, cool.
All right. I've retrieved everything. Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Saturn devouring his son. Again?
Oh, I already looked at these.
I wouldn't like to be his son.
Go outside.
Here's something will undermine my botanist's appreciation for the local climate.
Lemon?
Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind.
She must have used the writing materials.
Invisible ink.
Lemon juice instead. An old trick
Yep.
used to hide messages. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used the lemon to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Eat, right?
The message is illegible. I have to keep searching.
Assess the value of the ash.
Apart from getting the book dirty, I can't see any use for this.
Okay. Leave the ash.
Nothing here. I wouldn't mind a nice, strong coffee, though.
Assess the value of the candlestick.
If a message is written in lemon juice, the flame will reveal it.
Okay. Then take the candlestick. We just shoved a lit candlestick into our coat. Burnish the page with the candlestick.
It's working. The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes size you up, you must pass by the Gorgon. Gorgon was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand, where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And
Where
judging
all
by the
eyes
number of
size you
pages in
up.
the banner, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical.
Dinner?
I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
Trait unlocked. Member of the Order. You found the clues your mother left in her room. 1 point in occultism.
If I get a chance, I may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Let no one disturb me. I'm busy.
Too bad. I'll see him later.
Oh, back this way.
That's the door to Elizabeth's room.
For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Oh, Jesus.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please.
Just excuse us as soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day. I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams.
We shall come.
Yes, don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all this behind you one day.
June 11th.
My dear Elizabeth, your last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains that the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want.
Looks like I found a box containing some kind of white crystals.
Examine the crystals.
These are magnesium crystals. A fairly effective remedy for easing anxiety.
Move aside.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into polite society.
Cool. So now I know her Immunity and vulnerability.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
I can unlock these for free with subterfuge. Amber fragments, yes.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible.
Analyze the notes. We'll do occultism.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Take them.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Yeah, I do, because I just used it.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it.
Oh, maybe there was more than one. Alright. Alright, cool. I'm glad I went the roundabout way then. Can I go down these stairs? Yes. Hi.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet?
Yeah?
I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Home.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peroux.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes. Why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island.
Uh-huh.
What are you doing here?
She's missing.
My mother came here to do business with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what do you mean?
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more
Holy
and more
shit.
agitated.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that? There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
To find out
I
the
want
truth.
to find out what really happened.
No, you really don't want to know what your mother did when I shed my first blood at puberty.
On the contrary, you can tell me anything. Let me be my own judge.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they?
Your sister.
Haven't you got a sister?
Yes,
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
she's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her.
Bless you, Scooter.
Since you insist, I'll tell you how I met your mother.
How I met your mother.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person, So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's coming for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Oh. Okay, bye. Can I take this book? No.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the King's
My
table.
friend.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
Of course.
Surprisingly, you know Volner prohibited religious practices in Prussia. Renowned member of the Rose-Croix Order, former Freemason, and great lover of alchemy. And look at Piaggi fawning over him. I really do have a problem digesting political protocol.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too, as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris than Berlin. Beware. The French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favorite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
Oh, that's nice. She really liked that. Holy crap.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved. Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
Ask Emily. Get to know Volner.
My lord, I only know the prestige of your name. Might I have the honor of getting to know you a little better?
You are Monsieur
Louis Moras de Richet.
de Richet. De Richet. A name with a nobiliary particle. Are you descended from a noble line?
I am just a simple French citizen.
Really? Oh, you seem nothing like a commoner. Especially compared to that wretch over there sharing our meal.
Oh? Of course. Oh, dear. Have you any information on this Napoleon?
Let Emily reply.
What do you think, madam? What is this Bonaparte doing here?
The presence of a soldier is never a good sign. It can only mean there's going to be further war. To answer your question, I only know that his family were in favor of the revolution, and that it almost cost them their lives.
Thank you, that's helpful.
Hi, friend. Monsieur de Richet? It would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
For sure.
Lord Mortimer and the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis.
I'm listening. An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Cannons.
You must know that I am deeply sorry about their disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Oh boy.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
No.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking about. And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you.
Bring it.
We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of France. Given the hard times that have befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
Counter-revolution, resist the monarchy. France needs a leader.
I think what France is lacking today is a truly strong leader ready to govern her. Someone who will restore her luster, who will propel her forward so once again she becomes a proud nation respected by all. A man capable of both rebuilding the country from the inside and, at the same time, developing exterior relations. Someone with a vision, I think. The right person still remains to be found.
You're right, my friend. I hear your words, and I agree. Monsieur de Richet, I am reassured. I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your
Feel up
support
conviction.
by offering you this humble little gift.
Oh boy.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Mr. Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer, and you, Sir Holm, for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right, we shall meet again tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
Apparently I have no etiquette. I'm just an ignorant, rude bastard. Okay. I could have searched Napoleon's room. Oh god, I didn't know that. Well, maybe if I had, I wouldn't have been able to search Elizabeth's room. And I think that that was really important to search Elizabeth's room. Alright, I have 8 points. Oh boy. Let's do a level of etiquette. See, we got questioning would be good.
Alright, let's recap. Before dinner, I was going to investigate my mother's message. Gotta find the place where all eyes size you up.
Where all eyes size you up. What do I want to read? Do I want politics, etiquette, etiquette? We'll go with politics. I just got myself some points in etiquette.
Well, Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, this sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
No.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
I'm gonna finish looking around out here, and then I'm gonna end the stream.
The lock is surrounded by a triple circle.
And we'll pick it up again Wednesday, I believe. I love being able to open these for free.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later. Amber crystals.
Ah! Yeah, I heard you this time.
Yeah, I know.
Jerk.
Pissed.
Alright. Let me run over to the door. Do we have anything to say about this painting? We do.
Romney painted Lady Hamilton as Circe.
Alright, let me find someone to raid. New Siren is on. She's playing VR chat. Right, thank you everybody for stopping by and hanging out and helping me to comment on Duchess Hillsborough's Bazooms. I love you all. Away we go.